Welcome back. In between the parts, the game crashed. Again. That's the third time now. So what I've done is I've switched over to the DirectX 8 version. It really feels a bit more stable. It's weird. Also, I've changed a few things. I can actually go around a bit like this now. It's like, well, we'll see how it goes, though. It's like, it's sort of weird that it keeps crashing. It's like, I'll investigate, though. It's like, it won't stop me playing it. Let's put it like that. I'll just make regular saves and record in chunks and all that type of stuff if it keeps occurring and I can't figure it out. So we've got a plan. Anyway, we need to go wander around and speak to everyone, so let's do it. Assuming everything's updated. Good afternoon. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. How'd your training go? That emblem on your chest means... I shouldn't have expected anything less from Cassius's kids. But we're still braces in training. I see, but well... I knew you were going to have to give up your part-time job here sooner or later. Yes, I'm really sorry about that. Don't sweat it. I knew it'd happen eventually when I hired you on. It's a shame, though. There's hardly anyone out there with a good eye for weapons as you. But that's the path you've chosen. So, get out there and show us what you're made of. Joshua, I'm sad to see you go. But I knew this was going to happen someday, so there's no use crying over it. Okay, fair enough. Hello there, Joshua, and Estelle. Stella, listen to this. I finally became a bracer. My goodness, is that true? And Joshua too? Yes, ma'am. That's right. Congratulations to the both of you. You did wonderfully. But one thing, Estelle. You shouldn't be proud just because you became a bracer. This is just the starting point. I understand that. The two of you will experience a lot of new things as bracers. And I hope that you can be proud of the fact that this is the path you chose in the coming years. But enough about my feelings. Please work hard and good luck. Two of you will experience a lot of new things as bracers. Hope that you can be proud of the fact that this is the path you chose in coming years. Okay, cool. Let's carry on. Alright, next. Let's make, we'll go around this way, like make our way around. Can I go back in here? I'm assuming, yeah. I'm not going to, but I'm just wondering if I could. Alright, so let's head into the chapel. Estelle, you seem to be rather cheerful today. Did something wonderful happen in your life? Yes, I guess you could say that. Joyous occasions are indeed a wonderful thing. But it is at times when things go well that we should gird up our loins for the trials that lie ahead. Oh, goddess Helios of the firmament. Firmament. I remember being referred to that way. Please guide these unseasoned youths. Just at times like this. Yep. Okay, very well. Trying to remember like how. Oh yeah, that was it. I changed it so like run is constantly on and we walk. If I press the button now. One thing I do want to check out is like these books that are around. It's like some of them have got to be able to be interacted with. Surely. I'm a newly assigned sister to this chapel. I was recently transferred from the royal city to Rolent. This place is surrounded by greenery, and everyone in town is so kind. I think I'm going to enjoy it here. Father Divine is a bit strict, but he's someone I can respect a lot. Just transferred. Very well. I keep wanting to press it now, but it'll slow me down. It's like, nope, gotta get out of the habit that I put myself in. And can I go that way, can I? Oh! There's probably several places I've missed accidentally while wandering around that I've not just thought, oh, I'll check up there. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. The missus sometimes helps me with my jobs around the house. On top of that, she treats me like I'm a part of the family. She even took me out to eat the other day. I couldn't be happier. Okay, very well. So where's the missus? Lita takes care of all the housework, but I feel a little awkward about it and often end up doing some of it myself. Sure, it's because I used to do it all myself before coming to live at this house. It appears like I'm taking Lita's job away, so I wonder if I'm causing her any trouble. Lita takes care of it all the housework, but... Alright. They seem to have as much dialogue as they do in, like, called Steel 3, do they? See here, is there anything like the books I can interact with? Maybe try and find a copy of Woo Baby, all that type of stuff, you know. Seems like there's anything that looks out of place, like that Calvert Spy there. Calvert Spy. Surely, there's a chest here. Well, hello. Hello. There's a safe there. Compared to the other cities, Rolent is certainly rural with no distinct features. Hello. Put a little picture there. However, I love this city. There's something warm and inviting about Rolent. I want to build a city that gives importance to the atmosphere. Just something warm and inviting about Rolent. Okay. Nope. Okay, very well. And here, it feels like there should be a book. Just from the looks of the place, there should be something around. Is it just for show? Possibly. Anyone in the garden or anything like that I could miss? I don't know. It's like I said, I'm probably going to miss things here and there. But we get the general gist of how things go, don't we? I'm looking out for things, at least, you know. Nope. You've got an unusual guest staying here at the moment. She appears to be a student from the Janus Royal Academy. I've heard she's come here to study about Rolent. Okay, very well. Well, this feels like they've only got one bit of dialogue, but again, it's that case of I'm not entirely sure if that's all they have. Phew, I'm finally arrived here in Rolent. The first thing I'm going to do is have a look around. Alright then. Very unusual. Very unusual. For some reason I can randomly smell onions. I don't know. It's quite strange. Maybe someone's cooking onions. There's a way in here. Oh, another place I've not been. Beautiful sound as always. I love the toll of this tower bell. The bell does more than tell the time. It also marking Rolent's history. Okay. There's a ladder that goes up to the observation deck. Can I not go up? No. What's wrong, Estelle? Something on your mind? It's nothing, really. How about we climb up to the observation deck? Sure, I guess. Is she afraid of heights or something? It's lovely up here, though, isn't it? I like that, it's cool. Assuming there's nothing to see. Okay, where were we? It takes longer to go around if I have this slowly like this. Okay, so we're done. Yeah, that's the hotel. Right, so let's check up at the... Do I want to check up at the potty bit? Because that seems like where Luke and etc. were going. So maybe we'll save that and actually go over here first. Wait, which one's? Have a look at the Mulga Trail, see if we can go over here. Still, let's head home. We should let Dad know we qualified as junior braces. Yeah, I forgot about that. Need to head to the shop as well, though, to pick up that thing for him. We'll check this way, then. If we're meant to be heading home, you know. Luscious chocolate skin, captivating ruby eyes. Shahrazad's quite the exotic beauty, wouldn't you say? She's got the fascinating charm that people in Liberl don't have. Alan's off in his little world again. I've actually gone drinking with Shahrazad before. The strange thing is, I have absolutely no memory of that time. Maybe I should try and ask her out again. I think she's destined to meet someone else. There were no cute girls on the flight this morning. Guess all I can do now is look forward to the flight this afternoon. That just made myself a bit sad because I remembered what happens. There are two airliners which travel to the 5 major cities, an eastward circling one and westward circling one. Westward circling airliner travels from Gdansk to Rolent, Bose, Rouen, and Zeus, in that order. The eastward circling one airliner travels in the opposite direction from Gdansk to Zeus, Rouen, Bose, and Rolent in that order. But just to let you know, there are no routes connecting regions which are not next to each other. Any aircraft deviating from these set routes either belong to the Royal Army, the Royal Family, or is flying in Liberl's airspace illegally. Fair enough. Waiting to find their little hideout. We shall see though. I am proud of the work I do here. That's because I've always wanted to work on orbital engines since I can remember. Right now, I work in maintenance, but in the future, my dream is to be involved in the airship design. Like, is there any, like, items or anything? I don't know. Alright, so let's head to the pub. Just down here. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a kitty. Can I speak to the kitty? I want to speak to the kitty. It's such a warm day today, isn't it? Looks like we'll be able to take a nice afternoon nap. Yay! I was worried there. The game was going to go down in my books, but then it's like, well, no. We can have the kitty here. Such a warm day today, isn't it? Looks like we're able to have a nice afternoon nap. Yeah. Yes. Hey, Estelle and Joshua. Is it true that you really became braces? You're always one of the first to hear everything, aren't you, Claire? This is just what I expected. I saw the potential in both of you way back. Yup. You're going to get out there and earn a lot of success, right? I like Scheherazad's adult charm, but I'm partial to both of you and Joshua. Huh? I'll take that as a compliment. Probably best. Charm is finally going to begin. I'm so excited. Alright then. Abendbar. It seems like somehow I'll be able to get the lumber I wanted. Simon, our Septium purchases are going to go through fine, right? Since I spared no effort in coming all the way to Rolent, failure is not an option. Very well. Really? You completely finished with your training? Yay, we finally finished, Elisa. I am officially a real bracer. Well, congratulations, Estelle. You always wanted to be a bracer ever since you were a kid, haven't you, Estelle? But don't bracers have a lot of dangerous jobs? Yeah, something like that. Joshua, Estelle, don't overdo it. And watch out for each other. Estelle has the tendency to, get in over her head. That's a very good observation, Elisa. The only problem is that Estelle doesn't realize this herself. I'm standing right here, you guys. Joshua and I just cared about you, Estelle, that's all. Anyway, don't get too full of yourself and end up getting hurt, okay? Okay. Joshua, Estelle, don't overdo it and watch out for each other. Estelle has the tendency to get in over her head. Let's see, I made contact with some people at the Malga mine, and we're working out a few business details at the moment. Please wait just a bit longer. It's gonna be the same again. Very well. Crunch, smack, slap. Chew, chew, chew. Munch, munch, munch. Gulp. I better get back to the mine before the boss figures out I did work. Chomp, chomp, munch, munch. Gulp. Very well. Heck. My son-in-law is still half a man when it comes to this business. This isn't an easy job. And it takes a good 2 to 3 years to become a real woodsman. Son-in-law still half the man. Talk. Looks like that female merchant over there came from Bose. Not only does she seem smart, but she's extremely attractive as well. Then again, she'd probably never give me the time of day. Her accent is a little different, though. Remember over there, not too smart, but she seems attractive as well. Accent is a little different, though. In my opinion, there are 2 kinds of enjoyment that come from food. But bluntly, they are eating and cooking. But I think my passion for cooking outweighs the other. Of course, I enjoy eating delicious food as well. Both eating and the joy of cooking, yep. But I think my passion for cooking outweighs the other. Fair enough. Okay, so let's head upstairs. Can I read that book on the bed? Well, Estelle, I haven't seen you around here for a while. It's been some time since you graduated from Sunday school, right? Did you say hi to Elisa? She started helping around here not too long ago. Please visit her if you have some time. She's been waiting to see you. Did you speak with Elisa, Estelle? Sure, she's helping around the place, so why won't you say hello? I already did. No. Just keeping an eye on stuff, because I feel like it's not going to be as obvious as like a green star on the map for me now, is it? So it's like, I've just got to keep an eye out for these things. Alright, so... My son, Pat, has been gone since this morning. I hope he's not getting into any trouble with Luke. I'm worried about what he's up to. So am I. In any case, what is my husband doing up in his room without giving any attention to his son? Oh, adios, our family's in danger of falling apart. Yep, say him again. It's like, here, it feels like there should be a book somewhere or something. Like, surely. See anything like an exclamation or anything, so I don't know. Thanks to the airliners in recent days, even Rolent has been able to get a good selection of books. There's one I see here. It's from Erebonian. It's called Woo Baby. And thanks to that, I find myself compelled to buy a new one each time I head to the store. But I get yelled at by my wife for getting so many, so maybe I should cut back a little. I've only got the first chapter of this novel, so if you want to give it a go, I'll give it to you. Oh, Cornelia, Chapter 1. And if you didn't know, I do have a second channel that I started up because of Cold Steel, which is I can't even say it now, Kiseki Book Club. We're going to be reading the books from the Kiseki games over there. I've only got one up at the moment, but we'll be adding more in the future. I want to do Red Moon Rose next. Yes. Right, so... see, like here, is there anything going on with this sword? Oh, it's a poker, isn't it? But that book there does look different to me as well. There's a notebook sitting on top of the desk. I'll read it. I'm a bracer. I live in a small rural town, and maintaining peace in the region is what my job is all about. Today I received some job requests from a few clients, so I set off where duty called. My first job was to milk some cows on the farm nearby. The next was to help turn over some fields. Who was anyone kidding? That kind of job was a cinch when it came to my skill with a pitchfork. For my last job of the day, I was to babysit. At first, I thought watching a bunch of kids would be easy, but it turned out that I was wrong. Dead wrong. To my dismay, there were 7 whiny kids in the house. Even for a professional like myself, 7 kids are a bit much. But I am a bracer, and I will do my duty. I got to work and cradled the ones who wouldn't stop crying, changed their messy diapers, broke up fights over toys, and even managed to do a ton of small jobs around my client's house, like washing the laundry, cleaning up, and taking their dog for a walk. When I got hungry and felt like I had no more energy to go on, I didn't forget my duty to report to the guild. If I gave up, what a loser I'd be in front of everyone. After going through all this and arriving at the guild, the other bracers in the office stared at me in amazement. That's right, you guessed it. I'm famous for being a bracer in this town. Other bracers paying attention to me like this is what I have to deal with every day. They're probably all just jealous of my superior skills. Anyway, where were we? Okay, I remember now. So I was on my way to report to the receptionist when suddenly somebody grabbed me by the collar from behind. Turning around, I realized that it was someone more scary than any monster alive. It was my dad. After thwacking me good on the head, he yelled so loud that everyone could hear. So you think you could just run off and play bracer every day without even bothering to help your mother out around the house, huh? After that, my dad dragged me all the way home and lectured me until who knows when. You didn't do anything wrong either. Seriously, what the heck? I'm a self-appointed bracer. Today I'm off again to maintain peace in the region and solve whatever problems need solving at the request of my clients. Oh dear. Like how he writes though. Just when I thought Luke had come home, he took off out the door again. I told that boy that dinner was almost ready too. That boy is always running around like his pants are on fire. Just can't sit still for 2 minutes. Just when I thought Luke had come home. Alright, 2 minutes, yep. Through the door. That's an interesting read though. Yes, gotta keep an eye out for books, because it's like, I may have missed like 6 already for all I know. Oh, he's moved. Alright, very well. I love my daddy so much. He's so strong, he's always nice to me. Aww, it's lovely, isn't it? I can't choose the camera angle on here. Already started dinner for tonight. I'm making plenty, so hopefully my husband will be coming home today. Staying overnight in the mine and working through the night is pretty common for him. But my husband will be coming home today. I kind of want to go up there, don't I? Calvert spies around, you know. Suspect all flowers are being Calvert spies. I mean, their logo, like their emblem, is that of a vine. It's almost time for my husband to come home from work. And I get to work on preparing dinner. Like, while I'm reading this, I'm also scouring the room looking for, like, books. It's almost time for my husband to come home from work. Cool. Okay, where are we here? Hello, you moved down there, have you? That's the olfactory. We'll go the opposite way in a minute. I've confessed to her several times since this morning, but I can't get her to accept my love. Move on, mate. Doesn't seem like she hates me or anything. What am I doing wrong? Presuming too much. That's the problem. I'm so distressed. It's my time, and I'd like to accept his proposal. This place is not my ideal situation. Is this place or whatever really that important? Of course it is. This could be the memory of a lifetime. Oh. Maybe the place that comes to my mind when I'm an old grandma and lying on my deathbed. Just can't accept an alleyway like this as being that place. Guess this type of thing can only be understood by those involved. No, I understand it, mate. Makes sense, like you want it to be a romantic, a lovely place, a lovely location for the memory. Especially confessed his love to me several times, but the situation isn't right. It'd be great if he'd just say it to me in a bit more romantic place. Yes, it's quite understandable. Uni should be back any time now, but that's odd of her to not be home by now. Estelle, Joshua, if you see my Uni, could you tell her to come home? She's never broken curfew before, but not because she's still just a child, little girl. That reminds me, it seems like she's always hanging out with Pat and Luke, but she really doesn't have to play around with those boys all the time. Huh? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking out loud. So I came out there, just wondering where else I've got to check. Okay, so the shops. We still need to pick up that newspaper, don't we? Liberl News. Hey there, Estelle and Joshua. How can I help you? Did you manage to come braces? You bet we did. Maybe I should have you start calling me Hyper Bracer Estelle from now on. By the way, Mr. Reno, did the Liberl News come in? Yeah, it came a little in after noon. Don't brush me off like that, you two. Oh, whatever, I'll take one copy then. That comes to 100 mirror, please. There we go. I know my dad always buys a copy of this magazine, but does it really sell that well? It sure does. The Liberl News has an excellent reporter and camerawoman who have done a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. They're even supposed to have a running story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration. One more thing before you go. This gift is my way of saying congratulations. It's a free sample item I receive in my shipment of goods, but don't hold the free part against me. Oh, well now I'm going back to the thingy. What's that supposed to be for? There's a ton of blank pages. It's a recipe book, isn't it? You got it. And you get hurt fighting. If you just limit yourself to eating bombs all the time, it's gonna cut pretty deep into your wallets. Yeah. This is where a recipe book comes into play. If you eat food to recover your strength instead, it's basically free. Assuming you have all the ingredients anyway. So if you eat something new, write down what's in it. And you'll have lots of recipes in no time. So how about we try this out? Go ahead and eat this cookie, Estelle. Received maple cookie. Well, I have made it a personal rule to never turn down sweets. You ate it already. Alright. Basically, all you have to do is eat the food to learn the recipe. It's as simple as that. As you're traveling about, you should eat whatever food you come across that you haven't had an opportunity to try before. Well, that sounds pretty convenient. It's not that I don't like cooking and all, but I've never seen it get any better. I'd sure love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste buds for once in my life. That's the spirit. When you're passing, if you need in need of any ingredients, I'd be delighted to service your cooking needs. You know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Renon, something like that. Thank you for the recipe book. I'll put it to good use. Eating the recommended dish at restaurants or using to-go meals adds the recipe to the recipe book. By selecting the recipe book, all known recipes will be displayed. As long as the necessary ingredients are available, the food can be made. There are two types of food: sit-down meals, which must be eaten on the spot, and to-go meals, which can be carried as items. Sit-down meals cannot be carried as items. Ingredients used for cooking can be bought at a store or acquired from monsters. Lovely. By the way, Mr. Why am I struggling with that? Rinon. How did you know that today was our last day of training? In a certain sense, both of you and Joshua are like celebrities here in Rolent. I tend to hear a lot from customers coming through here. I shouldn't have expected anything less from Rolent. The grapevine around here is seriously something to be reckoned with. No kidding. The women here especially love to gossip. Congratulations on passing the bracer exam. And in following with this joyous occasion, how about you buy something too? I'll even give you a discount. Oh. Let's get a few of these. I'm probably going to be needing them in future, aren't I? Well, I don't want to do that actually thinking about it because I need to buy some food at the restaurant. Don't I? I'm so glad that Renon's store has finally got on track. It seems as though it has become much easier to get products since he started having them brought in by airline. Ever since the first orbments were invented, this world has become a much easier place to live in. Ever since the... Yep. Just looking for books again. Nothing out there but Calvert Spies. Very well. Okay, before I forget, let's head up to here and get the food. There we go. That's it. Let's actually look at the cookbook. Is there an easier way to get to the cookbook? There we go. Is that just like a thingy? Gotta find out how to get the cookbook. Gotta figure out how to use the menu. Recipe book. There we go. So I do need some other stuff. Very well. Lovely to know we've got that there, though. So we'll probably be using that in future compared to what we were like in Cold Steel. Oh, I was going to say, can I speak to the pigeons, but I can't. Oh dear, oh dear. Right, Orbital Factory. Hey, you're doing good work so far. What's that emblem on your chest? Oh, congratulations, you two. So you finally become bracers, huh? Thanks. Estelle, you are way too proud of yourself. Why do you always have to ruin the moment, Joshua? I should be this happy because I earned it. You should at least let me bask in the glory for a minute. Sometimes you can just be so... But Estelle, now that you've become a bracer, you're going to have to get over your little, problem with orbital arts. Man, you too? You have to go and spoil my days saying things like that. If you have any other business needs, don't forget to stop by. Alright, Rolent's two newest bracers. If you have any other business needs, don't forget to stop by and bring any bugs. Shut up, Freddy. I know what you're on about there. The orbments we see today are built using the structure of a clock. Therefore, even old technicians such as myself can tinker with some of their parts. When it comes to these quartz circuits, however, I'm a bit out of my league. I don't know who invented these things, but they're extremely complicated little machines. Well, that's the stuff I want to get into in this game, because it's like, you didn't really have that in Cold Steel, did you, so? When it comes to these quartz circuits, bit out of my league. Very well. Alright, so I think we might be done. Have we spoken to you? I can't remember. Seems like it's going to take a little bit longer for me to get the lumber together for this order. I must work hard to get my father-in-law to acknowledge me, for my wife's sake. There we go. Yeah, I think we're done. Make sure we are done in here in the Brace Guild. Congratulations, you two now official members of the Brace Guild. Very well. I feel like we've done that before, haven't we? Not sure. I'm not entirely sure. Isn't there a guy here? There are no current job listings. Yeah, seems like we're done then. Alright, so we definitely went in there, didn't we? Because then we went around there. Right, so yeah, that's us done for this part then. In the next part, we'll head home. So see you then. Ta-ta for now.